Hey everybody, welcome to Cevo game. We've got Net Gaming going against the Low Pro Gaming. Joining me is my buddy Brad. How's it going?
Hello, it's going good.
Excellent. Brood first ban.
Brand Wolf Dota.
What brand? You don't have a brand. You don't have a goddamn brand.
Somebody was watching the summit with that Broodmother first ban.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting there. Brood, Razor, Lycan banned by Net. Death Prophet, Brew for Low Pro. And I not who would have been the first pick? I think that would have been.
It was Ogre.
Yeah, first pick Ogre, Tide, Veno, Viper in that order. Just waiting on the last band coming out here. I like Low Pro's lineup right now. Veno, Tide, that's just really strong. Good call banning Rubik too, I think.
No, I agree, yep. Big team fight ultimates.
They can kind of just do whatever they please as well. They don't really have to worry about it too much.
Yeah. They banned out the big team fight counters as well, so it looks like they're going for
the mass strat. Yeah, the mid-game aggression strat. Just as a heads up for those of you watching on my stream and wondering why I'm not casting from inside of Dota TV, it's because Net Gaming didn't want any spectators on the game, which is fine. Both teams have to agree to have a caster, as I am not an official Cevo caster, but they did say that I could cast games captains requested to have casted. So I'm just watching from outside of Dota TV and streaming it on Twitch, in case anyone's wondering. But just wanted to get that out of the way. Sorry, Brad.
Not a problem at all. So, ban of the AA, I really like that. You get a Ravage Veno ult, and then you get an AA blast on top of that. You're gonna be
sad pandas. Do you think we'll see a? Do you think? Yeah. Do you think we'll see a Warlock finally? How many years has it been since we've seen a Warlock?
I really doubt it. I don't think they need any more AoE smash skills.
And for the insight analysis, that's Hans Christian. They banned out Silencer, so not an unusual ban. Very strong laner, works very well going into the late game. Refresher orb bags, all that stuff. It's pretty solid. With
with their initiation if they have fast fingers.
And LPG is the reincarnation of Gods of War. Brad, in case you remember casting them once or twice.
Okay, yep, absolutely.
I'm not sure as to the brand change. I think they've got one different player. I don't. I think KevDog's new, or he might have played with him as a stand-in before. So, and Low Pro, they pick up Elder Titan, which that's just an insane amount of damage coming out if he's got the Spirit on them as well. And I really like the pick. Good control, can combo really well with Tide and Veno and all that stuff. Just a solid hero in general. I'm not too sure about him in the support position though. Which I usually, if you see ET, he's off lane, but they've got Tide, so that's where he's gonna go. And I wonder how they're gonna lane this. Veno ET, I think, is a pretty weak tri lane, unless you want a Veno mid and ET.
I really don't like Veno against Viper though. That sounds bad.
I think it'd be okay if you go max wards, and then just like sit back, kind of thing in the mid lane.
Because ET versus Viper.
No, I don't like ET and Veno in a tri lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, no, I'd rather see Veno mid. I don't want to see ET mid. God, that'd be awful.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But picked up.
In the end, what do you do? I think that's a solid pick. Combos really well with the Ogre, the silence, and then the increased damage. You can't run away from that. He's going to stun you, slow you, and silence you, so you're basically screwed.
But... Yeah, and it's just, they're going to run around and be assholes.
They each get a pair of mana boots, and they never have to go back, and it's tough to deal with. Pretty basic picks in general, though, coming out from Net Gaming. Nothing too fancy yet.
Seeing an Elder Titan come out. It's not the most picked up hero, and it has some fun plays you can make.
It was like first tier picks and bans in the summit, though. People are watching.
It's true. It is true. They realized how unbelievable his ultimate is.
His ultimate now is a much better than it was before it was switched to composite damage. It deals 35% of max HP as damage, so it's great at finishing. Oh, Invoker picked up, I believe.
God, team fight.
Yeah. and that's
I
their
bet you he goes meatball.
yeah. Well, how would you feel about an EMP tornado after a ravage into an earth splitter? Like, I don't know. They
Yeah,
just need to
no,
pick
I
up
agree.
Darkseer and then get level 6 and run at them.
And then the dream is real.
The dream is so real. You have the vacuum into the stomp, earth splitter, ravage, poison nova, meatball combo.
Yep.
The dream. The
The one in a
dream.
lifetime combo.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
I'm told I have to turn you up a little bit. That's okay. Volume mixer. Turn Brad up. Can you say something for me, buddy? Okay, now.
Actually, I'm probably gonna be too loud now because my
Oh no, it's
my
okay.
microphone is kind of away from my mouth. So.
No, you're good now. You're
Cool.
fine. Twitch chat will let me know. Necrophos picked up by Net Gaming. So going for some. I think that's a really strong pick. They're unfortunately in a bit of a pickle right now. They have no answer for this kind of 5-man team fight. Ogre and
Yeah, I was just gonna
Skywrath
say that. Yeah.
are really good at roaming. Viper's a roamer and kind of just like a frontline tank, kind of like Axe in a way. He just kind of sits up front.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Not Axe's initiation, but just the way he functions in a fight. And then Necro as well is another hero that doesn't really do a whole lot other than spam Q and then Reaper's somebody important. And I like the
See,
Void ban.
What I'm worried about for Net Gaming is they have a ton of single target spells, you know,
Hmm.
with Reaper and Skywrath Salt and Venom Strike and all of Ogre's skills. I mean, yes, you can multicast some of them, but
Hmm.
where LPG went straight AoE, like kill your whole team with the combo, Net Gaming has got like pick-off potential for sure, but I don't think they'll be able to handle the team fights in the mid game.
Yeah, I think they're gonna struggle with that. And now,
10
you know,
seconds to go.
a lot of the game at this level comes down to execution. There's a large skilled variance in a lot of these teams, at least that I've seen in Cevo so far. And I know like Gods of War Siege and his crew, they're pretty solid. I haven't seen Net Gaming play though, so I'm not sure what they're like. But it'll be interesting to see what it comes down to, whether if it is just a draft win or if maybe Net's gonna pull something out. It is a best of 3, of course, so we'll get to see them go up against each other at least once more.
Absolutely. Now, what Net Gaming does have in their favor is they lane very strongly.
Their laning phase
Necrophos
is gonna
not
be
so
good.
much, but Viper and Ogre and Skywrath are all fantastic early. And there's your carry. Gosh.
I'm not surprised here. And the nice thing about having an Elder Titan on your team is you can pick any agility carry you want. And
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it all, and it forces the other team to kind of shy away from these agility carries. Like Skywrath, he's already paper, so and ET doesn't do much to him, but Ogre's going to be very squishy on a hero that you normally rely on being tanky. Viper's going to lose all his bonus resistance and most of his armor, and Necrophos is going to get fairly squishy as well, just from losing his base armor. And the amount of control they have right now, I think it's going to be unreal. I'd like to see Invoker go Orchid as well.
Yeah, and I mean, if you just mana void a Skywrath after he tosses out his ult,
Yeah,
like
he's
goodbye.
rip. Okay, according to Twitch, you're pretty solid right now, buddy. So we're good to go.
Bonus.
Yo. But moving
So
into
Terrorblade last ban for Net Gaming. I mean,
I think it was a good one.
yeah, I mean, it was one or the other for carries, I think, or a PA, but
Naga Siren. There's a
Yeah.
handful left. I don't know what Net's gonna go. I think they almost have to go with a strength carry, but the problem is so many of them should they go PA? As far as the Agi heroes left, I want to say she's probably the best. She at least has the evasion, which it'll be a while
Yeah.
until AM gets a Monkey King bar, and no one else on that team is gonna build it. The only downside is everybody but AM is all magic damage. Like,
yeah, like she gets ravaged and then poison nova, and that's gonna mess her up right there. Let alone the Elder Titan Invoker coming in. Like the Venomancer damage is gonna take her so low that
one
I mean,
hit.
because she really doesn't have that much health.
No, and with Mana Void having such a large area of effect, like the actual
Yeah.
damage area, is it's easy going to be easy for her to get clipped by it. And if she's already hurt and he hits, Necrophos or oh, I gotta fix my camera here.
Everybody
There we
get
go.
set.
And he hits Necrophos or Skywrath with that, it's going to be ridiculous. So, quickly introducing LPG, we've got Stormtrooper on the Anti-Mage, Siege is going to be playing the Invoker, R2-D2 on the Venomancer, Kevdog on that Tidehunter, and Meridian playing that Elder Titan.
And for the Dire, we have S. Nazi playing the Skyrath Mage. Necrophos is going to be played by Arcanus. Ogre Magi is going to be played by Mental.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to be. Viper's played by Sunny, and the PA is going to be played by Jags.
And Mental? Excellent job, Cotton.
He was running, and my eyes got all blurry for a second.
It's all good.
Which is worrisome, to be perfectly
30
honest.
seconds to showtime.
It's okay. The game kind of blurs in a little bit when you move through. So both teams moving kind of as a pack here. We see these three bottom sitting, and they're moving into the Roche pit. Oh, I can't draw on the minimap. This is gonna be the worst cast ever. No.
Yep.
And we won't be able to see each other's pings.
First
Oh
of all,
God.
you're casting, so
Hey.
that's already kind of like
Oh.
a detriment. But
And they're off.
yeah, I know, right?
They're gonna see the
Throwing up
Viper
barbs.
and the Skyrath, and they're just gonna back off. There's no high ground vision for net gaming there, so
Beds, please.
no worries about that. But in the end, there is an invis rune top that no one grabbed. Interesting. Siege PA. I think running the PA in the mid lane is probably the best start she's gonna have. Sure, Invoker's range, but his harass is really weak, and if once she gets a point up in Blur, it'll be okay.
Yeah,
Bottom.
no, absolutely. This tri-lane is very interesting. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know who's going to come out better. Both sides have a ton of harass.
I want to say that the Radiant should win this tri lane because they don't need to get kills, and they should be able to force the other team back once there's a Plague Ward or two around. They'll be able to force them back a little bit, and if Net Gaming don't get any kills early with it, I think they kind of lose it. That said, Anti-Mage 0-0 right now.
It's just he's having trouble with all the ranged harass they have, but once he gets a couple levels, that won't be too big of a problem. Oh, that last hit though. He last hits like I do.
Yeah? Oh no. Brad, don't flame the players. So up in this top lane, we've got, how do you say that? Arceus? Going up against Kevdog.
I think it works.
Oh no.
Oh, we're bad.
You didn't?
We're kind of bad.
I thought you were watching the bottom lane. Jeez. Jesus.
Oh god, the Clowny cast has started. So that makes me worry for the Radiant side.
And I can kind of understand how it happened. There's a point up in Nether Toxin now, and Skyrath is just gonna bully them back. And a little bit of a slow. Ogre might have had Ignite there. Not sure if he used that or Fire Blast, but either way, Venomancer would have been very low health and been taking a lot of extra damage from the Viper. So it said he's kind of in a dangerous
Anti-Mage
spot.
can't come anywhere near because orb walking is really strong. So Anti-Mage is just getting punished if he ever tries to come last hit. So that's something that's really a problem for Radiant side for right now.
They're gonna be. Did you say just for Meridian side right now?
Radiant side.
Oh, Radiant side. Fair enough. And if they're gonna look to go on the Invoker, they don't have a smoke. They're just gonna have to rely on. Oh, Siege. Oh, Siege. No. Rip. I don't think he's gonna be making out of this. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I mean, what you gonna do? I mean, you would think you'd be safe to go put a ward just off to the side, but that really did cause him some problems.
And I don't know if there's a little bit of lack of communication or if he wasn't paying attention, because they were calling. I'm sure they were calling the supports missing. Like, when the supports from a tri lane suddenly disappear like that, you got to be expecting the ganks coming. So, a bit of a either miscommunication or thinking that he had enough to just go out and get that. I just tried to circle that ward, didn't work. Rip. Oh well. and
So this Necrophos in the solo safe lane is crushing Tide.
yeah, I'm not surprised. He's going max Heartstopper as well. That's gonna be
It's just mean.
oh, it's mean. And then anytime Kevdog comes up, he just gets hit with this, and they're gonna actually look to go on him. The
Yeah.
Ignite's coming out, concussive shot, fire blast on top of the silent. Silent wasn't even used, and like I said, it comes down. I really liked LPG's draft, but it doesn't come online as early as Net Gaming's, as you said. Their Net Gaming's is strong from minute 1,
Yeah.
but if it keeps going like this, I think Net Gaming is going to be pretty happy with this. I mean, obviously it's 3-0 at 4 minutes in, but this new camera thing
I really
is
think
tough.
they need to switch up something with this tri lane. It's not working.
Yeah, they need to somehow make some space, but the unfortunate thing is Invoker can't do anything until for another 5 minutes at least.
They need the Venomancer to go into the jungle and start pulling. Pull and then use his wards to maybe farm a couple camps, because right now there's too much wasted
Clumping.
experience in here.
Yeah, and then the Viper is now level 5. Going up against level 3s and 2s can just orb walk at them, and there's nothing they can do. Then Nether Tox is going to be hurting so much.
So they need one of their supports to go into the jungle and honestly just stack, and maybe you have to be really low for a little while, but you need to get this Anti-Mage some levels, or he's just not ever going to come online.
And they're smoked up behind him, Mental and Snazzy. Sitting behind the Viper, might look to go, and look at how much damage Anti-Mage takes just from one right click, and the Viper too. They don't even need to gank this lane. Viper's doing it all right himself, and that's a 5-minute 30-second Midas up on the Necrophos. So he knows that their late game's a little weaker, and he's getting ready in case it goes that way, but this will just put him further ahead for now. Securing the late game.
The supports should just leave this bottom lane, because Viper doesn't have to be afraid at all, and can just bully them around. He could bully 3 heroes around. That's why I think that they really need to, like, look at him diving. He doesn't care.
No, and Ogre's gonna come in, stun, silence on to Stormtrooper. His Anti-Mage is gonna go down. Fortunately, no Spirit out, but I don't think it would have saved him anyway. And Sunny is just gonna cut the creep wave now. Venom wards are level 1 still, so they're not gonna be able to do anything. They're just gonna get farmed up. 1 hit, 2 hits, and oh no, PA Haste Rune with the crits. 1 more last hit. No, that tower's not gonna be enough. Chases down the Invoker in the mid lane. And that's rough start.
It's
so
worrisome.
far.
I mean, when they get all of their heroes to 6, they can really make a push at catching themselves up with a big team fight. But the lead that they'll have by that point is worrying.
And in the jungle here, we're going to see Mental and Snazzy find the Elder Titan. Not level 6 yet, but they've got the slow, and the silence comes out. Oh, just in time to cancel the stop. Handful more right clicks, and they're just going to club him down. Ogre Magi is dominating now, 4-0-1.
Run at him strat.
The run at him strat is so strong. Anti-Mage dropping very low as well, just to the right clicks of Sunny. I think if he throws out Viper Strike and a right click, he might have got that kill.
Yep, no, I agree.
Top Kevdog's also having a hard time.
He might have been being a little cautious because he doesn't know. And see, now that the supports just come mid and they bully mid, and
R2D2 dies. R2D2 goes down to the Viper Strike and a handful of right clicks as well.
And this Necrophos is just accelerating his experience gain. Like, he'll be level 11 before you can put a cat in a bag. That's not a saying, but it is now.
Excellent saying, Cotton. Fantastic work.
Team fight, Cotton. It's a risky strat, but we'll see if it pays off.
Yeah. God. Anti-Mage in the jungle.
Oh, Elder Titan.
Being a bad. Oh, he is.
Elder Titan.
Ogre still level 4 though, and doesn't have multicast, but this is scary. I really wish that Ogre had an Oov.
An Oov.
Oh, the Oov. And
another haste rune for PA.
Looks like they're gonna go top.
Actually, they're gonna go top.
Invoker and Tide are gonna be in a bad place. He's got Ravage, So, oh, Siege, you gotta get back. Unfortunately, oh, he's gonna get double slowed up. Any crits coming out yet? Nope.
I'm
Unfortunately, didn't get the
surprised they didn't
scythe.
throw out the scythe.
I think
He
he got.
backed off. He
Oh,
started
the
running away
Ravage!
long before he was dead.
And Jag's gonna back off. They've got the scythe to throw it if they want. Jag's gonna dive the tower. Actually, gonna think better of it. And Kevdog's gonna be in a bad place. He's gonna get spotted. Oh,
Oh,
Mental doesn't
not quite there.
get the stun off in time. Bottom lane. Silence coming out onto the anti-mage, and he's gonna drop just to the poison. Stomp does catch the Viper, but he's gonna get hit and wake up, and he can probably turn this if he gets the tower off of himself. R2D2 dropped very low. Sunny as well. PA is rotated down. Throws out a dagger, blinking forward. Doesn't get the kill, but kill does go to Snazzy. Sunstrike, not enough. 80 health.
Mid tower's coming apart.
He's just the Viper's just so tanky now. I mean,
Yeah, and I mean, like, Corrosive Skin
Yeah.
doesn't do a whole lot for him, but he's got a full mech now on top of the Aquila, so
but
It's-
I mean, 15% of Sunstrike, that might have been 62 health.
no, it's pure damage, buddy. That pierces magic
Yeah,
immunity.
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
you're right.
yeah, okay.
What? Like I play Invoker.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Come on, learn the spells.
I mean, I should know that, but you know.
It's all good.
So they might get a return kill.
First kill of the
looks like
game.
They're gonna get this Skywrath.
Taking hits.
He does go down. Kevdog picks it up with a anchor smash, and he doesn't have any stacks either. And I think if like Venomancer had gone and started stacking ancients, and Elder Titan had stacked jungle caps, and Anti-Mage had just hid and gotten experience, they'd be in the same spot now, except they'd have stacks. And they might not have even given up the same amount of deaths. Tide's gonna go in,
Yeah.
rotate mid on Jags. He's gonna back off, and this
And they're
top
gonna get a
tower.
right here. Oh,
R2D2 is in a bad
Venomancer.
place. He doesn't have 6. He's going to throw out the Gale, but it's only level 1. It's not even taking for damage. Elder Titan's going to come through. Is he going to go for a
This
stomp?
could be big.
He's got no allies rotating in,
stomp.
though. Tide's getting found by the
No
PA
mana
off
was
to
the
the
problem.
side. Oh, he's going to get Reapered, and nope, not a Reaper's kill. Unfortunately, just misses. Sunstrike's going to fly out,
Necro, though.
unfortunately. He's tanking the tower. He does go down. Tide, thus deny the tower. Oh, no, the catapult. Oh,
The Radiant lost.
the plays from
Catapult is
Cardi.
strong.
Cardi too strong. PA's looking to come back in.
Oh gosh, Ben, look at the last hits denies chart.
I've got it pulled up. I didn't want to talk about it though. It's
Bottom tower.
Yeah,
It's understandable.
I had it pulled up too, and it just kind of came into my vision right there.
mhm,
That's
rough.
bad.
They see the ogre, but he's level 6, and that's way too much to think about going on.
Yeah, he
Mental- Go ahead.
he with his 8 armor is
Mhm.
invincible, nigh unkillable.
He's basically God at this point.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got a point booster too. Like, what do you do against that?
Well, Elder Titan, if you get Viper Striked, I think you
Uh,
may die. He wouldn't, no, not die, but
It'd
become
be pretty
low.
close. He doesn't have all that much armor, and Viper's got max Nether Toxin.
Ogre middle.
Ogre gonna get ravaged. Sunstrike flying through. Unfortunately, not gonna hit anyone. The Mana Void comes out, but not doing enough. Stormtrooper dropping low. Doesn't have a blink. He gets silenced. No right clicks coming out to finish him off. PA does have an Invis rune. Has been popped. Sunny comes through. Viper Strike onto the Tide. Dagger as well. They needed 1 or 2 more right clicks, and he's gonna go down. Sunny getting the kill. Now Meridian's in a bad place. The ET doesn't want to be here. He's surrounded, and I believe he's gonna drop. Concussive shot. Dagger. 1 more click from the Viper, and there he goes. And all in all, it's like they dove really hard there. It was a 3-man Ravage, and
Yeah.
the levels and experience just made it so it didn't matter.
And the team fight just isn't online yet. I mean, Venomancer's not 6.
Radiant
Mhm.
tower's getting banged up.
It's just their wombo combo is not going to do much for them. I mean, level one combo for them. There's such a level advantage that it doesn't really.
It's not enough.
No.
Yeah.
It's not enough. And now Ravage is down, so they can continue to be aggressive for the
Mhm.
next 90 seconds.
And Siege needs to go, or sorry, Stormtrooper needs to be pushing out bottom now hard. They saw them all rotate up there with this ward that they have by their ancients, and he needs to be on the opposite side of the map, pushing into that tower, as well as I think Elder Titan should have got his ulti at level 6. I don't think that second point in Astral Spirit was a good call. I think if he gets his point in
Yeah.
ulti, that's 35% of their max health that he can deal out if he can land it, and his combo doesn't cost that much mana. I mean, you throw out a Spirit, an Earth Splitter, and a Stomp, and it's his full pool, or just shy of it, but he can do it. So, I
Yeah.
think... Oh, he's gonna get gone on. Crit comes from Jag. He needs to get a Stomp off! Oh, nope. Jag says no. RNGesus. Confirmed.
Yep. Now, I'm gonna expose some more ignorance. What does the Necro Scepter do?
Necroscepter increases the damage per hit points lost from 0.9
Okay.
to 0.12, I believe.
Okay.
Missing HP with the scepter, yeah,
And
0.12, and that's at
And
max
then
level,
buyback?
and then removes buyback. Yes. Oh, Reapers. That's a Riptide, and he's dead for 63 seconds.
At 14 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, Ravage is down, but oh, okay, now it's up.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
He's dead for basically like 10%
Yeah.
of the game so far.
And I understand why Stormtrooper and Siege are here, but there's nothing Stormtrooper can do. He needs to be bottom, trying to push that tower in. At a certain point, you got to just sack your tier 2s and try and get something. Even if you're
Yeah.
trading at a loss, you still have to try and make the trades, because otherwise you're just getting beat.
I think that what LPG has done is they got tunnel vision into their lanes, and when their lanes got crushed in the first, 2 minutes, they didn't make the adjustments needed, and the advantages just continued to grow.
Yeah, it's been pretty tough for them. Siege walking forward. You might get gone on here. PA's pretty fearless with this early. I like this early fighting build from the PA2. Drums, Pro Man Shield, Treads, and a wand. Like Bottle as well, which you got in the Crow. Claymore. So it's going back for the Battle Fury, but I think after getting all that other stuff, getting that health and mana pool to just sustain, I think it's good. The early stats are really strong on her.
I totally agree. He realized the advantage that their team had early, and just wanted to press it. I mean, he could have gone for that Battle Fury and probably got it at a pretty good time.
Well, he'd have
But
had it by
rather than
now.
that, he'll just go, hard fighting mode, and really,
Why
do
not?
you need a Battle Fury this game?
No, I still
Not
think
really.
it's good to go get though, because if they don't
No.
end in the next moment or two, it's gonna continue his farm. His advantage is just gonna go. Plus, it gives him a lot of solo kill potential. It's a lot of damage and sustain.
Absolutely, but I think that if he gets BKB, what's all the LPG teamfight gonna do?
Elder
Nothing.
Titan, Earth Splitter goes through. Venomancer's ulti goes through. It doesn't damage if you're magic immune, but it doesn't get removed. Is how that
Yeah.
works. Oh, Stomp gonna come through. That's gonna unfortunately miss. Ogre and Necro just off to the side. And honestly, I think PA is at the point where you see certain teams reach, and no matter what they go, they're winning because they're just that far ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're gonna see PA leap in aggressively. She gets cold snapped and hit by the meteor. She's dropping
There's
very
a
low.
Ravage right here.
The Spirit is sitting on top of her. She hasn't gone down yet. Gonna get mech'd up by the Viper. Trying to blink away. Unfortunately, they're not able to finish. Meridian is getting hit. Oh, nice 3-man Ravage comes up from Kevdog. He's gonna get Scythe though, and he goes down. Mystic Flare almost takes out R2D2. 11 health on him. And they were so close to getting the PA. I think if Kevdog had committed to the Ravage there, they kill the PA and they push them back. And
The real
I don't know.
MVP of that fight was the Skyrath. He got an early silence off on Tidehunter, and when they were doing all that damage to the PA, he was silenced the whole time when he was in range of a Ravage for her. So the silence was really what lost them that team fight.
I didn't see that from Snazzy. Good plays coming up from him. I had missed that.
Yeah.
My camera was just off,
The
unfortunately.
Skyrath has been really dominant this game. I mean, 1-1 and 10.
And I mean, who's the big feeder on the team? Ogre with 1 death, and then Skyrath with 1, and Necro with 1. So 3 people on the side of net.
Feeder noobs, pretty much.
Yeah. Through all their kills and assists, they're feeder scrubs. But
Look at that elite ward placement from the Dire.
oh, off to the side there.
Lane, off to the side.
Yeah, it's a
I
nice
like it a lot.
it's a nice aggressive ward. You get to see whenever the other team tries to leave their base to maybe go push out top, and
Yeah.
it's also not that easy to deward. That said, I think. Oh, that was Ogre pinging it out. We see is that a 5-man? No, it's a 4-man smoke coming up from LPG. and they might be looking to do something fancy and wrap around here. But nothing quite yet.
If they don't move, they're just gonna get revealed by the push, though.
Yeah, they're just smoked sitting behind their tower. They're not looping around. Ravage is still on cooldown for another 45 seconds.
I mean, they're not gonna get any initiation out of this.
And the good thing is PA can't see them to dagger and blink strike. So I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
And if they're just going to spam wards, it's going to slow them down. Oh, Skyrim does the smart thing and rotates through. Meteor and the Deafening Blast come through, but it only hits mental. And the Ogre really doesn't care. He's going to get healed up. They have the mech still if they need it. And
Yeah.
that's a PA with a DD rune. Oh, it's actually
that
just
is
wearing off. It just
Very
wore off.
frightening, though.
Yeah. Elder Titan's going to walk through. Is he going to throw out the stomp? Doesn't look like it. At least not yet. No. And he still doesn't have a point in his ult yet. I guess he's still level 6, so.
This is a smart Roche. This is a very smart Roche.
They're
They
ping-
can't contest it, really. If they do get out there with their team fight, it might go poorly for them, but I really don't think they'll be able to leave their base and get to it in time.
Stormtrooper, meanwhile, during all that, was doing the smart thing, and he was split pushing mid, pushed in, got some solid damage off on the mid tower, and he's still going for a Battle Fury. I don't know. It's going to be a long time until he's 6 slotted, but if he gets it and it works, I mean, if you win the game, it's the right call. So, what do you do?
Honestly, as late as it is, I think he needs to go Battle Fury this game. Like
This is the only way he can come back. He's too far behind to
Yeah.
fight. He just has to split push and farm. Yeah.
A lot of times when you're this late in getting a Battle Fury, it's a better idea to, go Vlad's drums, try and fight, get a Yasha. But honestly, if he doesn't have Battle Fury to split push and jump in the jungle every once in a while, he'll never get back.
I think he has to go Vlad's after it though. Kevdog's trying to do some ancients, but he's getting a little scared. They're moving in on him. I think that's a good call. He's halfway to his blink dagger. PA's got her Battle Fury after this creep wave if she wants it. Just needs to get a crow out there. Oh, and she's got the broadsword in base.
That's an Ogre Magi's scepter.
Yeah, so does Viper. Didn't see ogres, but I saw vipers.
Yeah, I mean, yes, the Viper, but I mean, that is a very fast Soul Ring boots scepter for that Ogre, and Unrefined Fire Blast is gonna wreck him.
Yeah, at this early into the game, it's gonna be pretty tough to deal with. And they're just sitting here as 5. Where is the AM? I don't see him.
He's bottom lane.
He went bottom. I was looking top for him, but he switched lanes. And I think either way, he just needs to push lane out, buy a TP, and sit back. And they have enough points in the Venom wards that they're able to clear the creep wave decently quick. They always have the Elder Titan Spirit as well to go through. And so their turtle is effective. And it's decent, but I'm still worried for them. These towers are slowly taking damage. And if you just chip away at the low ground from this and there's nothing LPG can do, I think that's alright. Oh, they get the glyph as well.
This PA doesn't have to be afraid at all, because if they go on her to blow the Aegis, I mean, the follow-up is unbelievable.
And then do they actually get the blow the Aegis? I mean, Death Pulse and a mech. Oh, look at Sunny's positioning. He's just all the way up in the base. He might actually be a little bit far. Gonna get Meteored. Does a fair bit of damage to him. He's gonna mech and get Death Pulsed up. But he drops fairly little bit half health. EMP gonna force them back. And meanwhile, Stormtrooper's doing the right thing. He's down here pushing. And that's gonna be alright. Is he TPing out? He is. Oh, that's too bad. I think he should have stayed there. He would have been able to get that tower.
Yeah, I really don't think there's going to be much of a fight here.
Tornado too short. Only that 1 point in Wex. And they're going to lose their tier 3. And TPing Stormtrooper back has done nothing for them. He doesn't have the gold for his Battle Fury yet. And there's no way he can go in and fight.
Yeah. No, I think that they just have too much to stay at this point. Mana Boots coming out of the Skywrath will keep most of them. The Viper and the PA and mana. And Necro will heal everybody forever.
He's got a Bloodstone too, so he doesn't care. He's just gonna spam Death Pulse forever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's unbelievable sustain.
Yeah.
I mean, this Invoker's just
Tide's TPing in. He's gonna go gets silenced by Snazzy. He's gonna drop down. He gets ulted. Unfortunately for him, it's not a Ags upgrade. Elder Titan gets the stomp off, goes down to the Viper, has buyback, hasn't used it yet. unfortunately, Venom dies. He gets multicasted by the Ogre. And they're going to take 2 kills, take the racks, and just walk away. Now they're going to go do the same thing at the top. And
I mean, most of them are full mana. Most of them are full health. What can you do against the sustain? I mean, it's horrifying sustain.
And even LPG, I think they had a more rounded draft. But Net Gaming, they came out and they delivered. They played their strat and their lineup to a T, and they're gonna be. I guess it's going to be really tough for LPG to deal with. Kevdog's coming in. They get a Cold Snap. Elder Titan Spirit ravages, goes on 2. They get the Aegis. Elder Titan's Earth Splitter is going to come through. That's going to be a good one. Going to connect on 3 as well. Deafening Blast comes out onto the PA. She's disarmed. Actually, it just missed. It wore off. Oh, the Mana Void comes through. Does a lot of damage, but in the end, it's just not enough. 4 for Nil. Sorry, 4 for Ogre and the PA Aegis, I guess. But I mean, PA just is whatever. She had it to lose, and that's GG. Good game, well played. Coming out from the side of Net Gaming.
The big deal was LPG, too mid-game oriented, didn't have enough strength in their lanes to deal with the incredibly strong lanes of Net Gaming.
Yeah, and that's tough. I mean, at a certain point, what do you do? But we're going to be coming back for game number 2. So stay tuned and feel free to watch it. Probably have to cast from outside again, but it's all good. And I will talk to you guys in a moment.